Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, excellencies. Maybe we have only one excellence at the moment.
Quite enough.
No, thank you. We are honored to have you.
It's for me.
As I'm the first speaker, I would like to introduce myself, but I was already introduced, so I apologize for that. I have spent almost 40 years in the Hungarian Foreign Service, so that's behind me, and I'm trying to keep intellectually on the level, so that's why I'm attending different conferences, and I was really honored to be invited here and to be the first speaker. So, allow me first of all introduce our guests. We have His Excellency Gordan Grlić-Radman, Ambassador of Croatia, and as I understand we are expecting 2 more ambassadors, Darko Angelov, Ambassador of Macedonia to Hungary, and Zeljo Janjatovic, I'm sorry for the pronunciation, maybe it's wrong, Ambassador of Bosnia and Herzegovina to Hungary. Also, let me welcome Omer Bilak Almak, President, Dialogue Platform Association Hungary. And frankly, I don't know personally the lady, Csilla Murawski, co-founder, acting director of the Institute of Cultural Relations Policy. And we have a lecturer, Edith Lőrinc, lecturer at the Kozolányi János University. I made a mistake. I thought that I just had the impression that she could be the wife of Mr. András Lőrinc, but it turned out not. Founder and Chief Operating Officer at the Institute for Cultural Relations Policy. I'm sorry for reading. I served in our UN mission quite long in Geneva, and in the United Nations there is a saying, if something is written down, you should not read, you should distribute the paper. But to be on the safe side, I put it down on the paper. Looking around, I'm really happy to see so many young people, and I hope that they will enjoy this conference. And I'm also sure that the conference is a useful opportunity for them to show them up and make further studies and research and active engagement in our work, and later on informing public opinion. And maybe these young people later on will be even making our policy and participate in the decision-making process. As you know, the Institute is a very young member of the family of non-governmental organizations. It was founded last year only for fostering scientific education, public discourse regarding cultural relations policy. It focuses on global intellectual dialogue and cooperation between intracultural entities, aiming to promote the protection of human rights and recognition of cultural diversity and heritage in our interdependent world. Ladies and gentlemen, the foundation of this institute was an excellent idea. It is common knowledge that in the 21st century, cultural relations became a key factor in international relations and of dialogue between diverse civilizations. We are proud to have this institute in Budapest. We are more than happy to open the first international conference under the title The Balkans Dialogue, with special attention to conflict resolution and European Union accession politics in the Balkans and Turkey. Needless to say, it is a very challenging topic, one of the hot issues in Europe. Although the European Union is facing many crucial problems inside the Union, the Balkans are not forgotten. For many members of the European Union, and specifically for Hungary, it is a priority in her foreign policy. The Irish presidency of the Council of the European Union, this half year we have the Irish presidency, also declared in its program that it will work, and I quote, with renewed purpose on further enlargement of the Union, and will encourage the development of democratic and peaceful societies in the Union's eastern and southern neighborhood. This conference too is as it is announced, has a very noble goal to serve as a meeting point to facilitate the public exposure of the perspectives and interests of different communities, governments, international organizations, NGOs, businesses, thinkers, and common citizens in the region. Ladies and gentlemen, let me make a few remarks before giving the floor to our distinguished experts. And this is really some general observation. According to Professor Joseph Nye, who was the first to use the terminology soft power, which is the ability to get what you want through attraction rather than coercion or payments. It arises from the attractiveness of a country's culture, political ideas, and policies. According to him, soft power includes propaganda, but it is considerably broader activity than that. It constitutes very real power and ability to gain objectives. Cultural relations, let's call them cultural diplomacy, is a very important factor of soft power. When we talk about gaining objectives, we should mention also public diplomacy as a tool to gain objectives. Public diplomacy basically means to influence the public opinion of another country in order to influence that country's government. Originally, public diplomacy was a tool in the hands of a government. In our times, even this is changing. An internationally recognized scholar, Mr. Nick Kahl, from the Annenberg School in the University of Southern California, very rightly pointed out that NGOs, non-governmental organizations, play a growing role in public diplomacy today. Hopefully, this relates to ICRP too, to this institute. I would emphasize also the importance of networking, which is one of the main purposes of conference of this kind. In the 21st century, we are easily misled by the new information technologies, internet, cell phones, and so on. We are often neglecting personal contacts, meeting people and partners. A conference like this one is a valuable opportunity to meet partners, establish live contacts, and exchange views. These personal contacts can't be replaced by emails. Another aspect to which I would like to draw your attention. In this century, we witness, thanks to the new information technologies, the availability of a tremendous bulk of information. So much information is available that I would call it even an environment pollution. Under such circumstances, the importance and value of good analysis is growing. To make the right conclusions out of the sea of minor facts is not easy. A conference like this is helping to find the main trends in general and particularly in our region. Ladies and gentlemen, finally allow me to one general remark about the Balkans. I'm not an expert, but I was invited to several conferences, and 2 years ago I attended an NGO conference in Novi Sad. The guest of honor was rather late, and we could not open the debate without him. Finally, he arrived. Actually, he was from Serbia. He arrived and apologized for being late. To cheer up the public, he asked, "What is the difference between the Swiss and the people in the Balkans?" He gave the answer. The Swiss have watches. We in the Balkans, we have time. I share his view. This region had even recently a very turbulent history. The changes are impressive and the trends are very promising. Nevertheless, I think we should have patience and we should allow time to work for a much desired, stable, peaceful and prosperous region. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention, and I wish you very successful deliberations, and I also give the floor to our President. Thank you.